I told you that we would be going back to World War Hulk. You see, when this channel started, we did do a World War Hulk storyline. We did the 5 issues that encompass the original arc. We didn't go that in depth into anything, and we just kind of did some of the best scenes from it. But now that we've done Planet Hulk and our style has changed rather drastically from that original video, we thought it would be fun to actually go in and look at the 41 or so issues that make up the entire event. Keep in mind, our original video only has 5. The new series will be about 6 videos long, containing all of the epic fights that happened within the World War Hulk storyline. Are you ready to see Hulk get his revenge for the events from Planet Hulk? Let's get going. It all began with the Hulk, a monster that was unstoppable and full of destruction. He lived on a planet of monsters where he was the hero. He had built a life. He had a wife and a child on the way, until it all came crumbling down. Now it's time to get his revenge against the men who sent him there. His friends, as they called themselves. The men who shot him into space to send him away from their planet. The men who decided that the Hulk was too much for them. That is the Planet Hulk storyline, but this is World War Hulk, retold in a more dramatic fashion, including all of its little bits and pieces. Now, out in space, the Hulk is en route, riding atop of a ship that carries his warbound, punching any asteroid in his path. As they approach the Earth, he lands on the moon with a whack-a-room! Medusa stands behind him, wind blowing in the air. You come unannounced to the land of the Inhumans, girded for war. But you cannot win this fight. You have faced my lord before, Hulk. You were defeated. He sees Black Bolt standing by her side, but she continues. Black Bolt's master blow can shatter your bones. His merest whisper can blow your broken body into the sun, and he glares at them. You shot me into space. He begins to turn and face them. Approach Black Bolt and Medusa. You killed my world. And Medusa tells him to stop. Instead, he grabs Black Bolt by the arms. Never. And Black Bolt whispers, enough. The force of that attack blows the Hulk back, but he holds on to Black Bolt's arms. The force continues to blow against his face, and he continues to hold on until it's too much. That simple whisper throws him across the moon, burying him. As Black Bolt tries to walk away, the Hulk informs him, I didn't come here to hear you whisper. Black Bolt turns around to see the Hulk leaping right into him. I came to hear you scream. Down on the planet, in a city, the ship cruises over. It projects an image of the Hulk for the entire planet to see. Puny humans, I have come here to smash, but I want you to know who's to blame. You call them heroes. I call them monsters. Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt. They shot me into space, sent me to a planet where I could be hurt and die, but I survived with my warbound. Korg, Meek, Elio, Jerome, and my queen. But your heroes also sent a bomb that went off and killed millions of people, and my queen. You have 24 hours to evacuate this city, and when I return, I want those 4 heroes. If they are not here, he then holds up a beaten and bloodied Black Bolt for all to see. I will do this to your whole stinking planet! Director Tony Stark flies into space to try and get back the satellites that the Hulk's troops took upon entry, but it doesn't work. They're prepared for whatever it is that he wanted to do, and then Doctor Strange appears before him. The Hulk withstood Black Bolt's voice. What do you think your machines will do, Stark? He's never been angrier, therefore he's never been stronger. Use your magic, Steven. Send him away and have him tear apart someone else's world. Come back stronger. Now we will deal with this. We have 24 hours. Each of us must prepare in our own way. Meanwhile, with that broadcast around the world, many people saw it, and many other heroes other than the 4 that the Hulk came for are preparing. There are plenty of heroes around, and they all need to try and stop the Hulk. A young man walks out of a diner in his civilian clothes, walking to a motorcycle, and a voice speaks in his head. No, this is not our affair. And the young man tells him, "But you will obey me." No, there are people in New York. They need our help. A heat begins to overcome the man, and then his head lights on fire, revealing a skull. "This entire world needs our help. Are you so foolish that you would jeopardize billions of souls to save only a few?" He falls to his knees, putting his hands to his face. "My name is Johnny Blaze. I'm a world-famous stunt cyclist who holds 9 Guinness World Records. I sold my soul to the devil without even considering that it might not work out. In other words, I am that foolish." He hops on the motorcycle and the tires ignite, and the Ghost Rider rides to New York to stop the Hulk before he can kill millions. He hits Brooklyn and he sees an army trying to evacuate everyone, so he rides up the Brooklyn Bridge and he leaps over it, catapulting himself into the air, crossing over buildings. He tells himself, the scary part about a jump isn't the jump, it's the landing. And he comes to a screeching halt in front of the Hulk. He looks him in the face. "Here we go. Bruce, listen to me. I know what it's like to have something burning up inside of you that wants vengeance, but you can control it. Look around, man. This has gone too far." The Hulk smiles. He actually smiles. "Bravo." And he claps his hands together with a shockwave that throws the Ghost Rider into a nearby building. Ghost Rider gets up, realizing the Hulk just threw him aside like he was nothing. And he looks at his bike and he has an idea. He hops on it and he begins to ride down the street, flinging his chain. It cuts into the side of a building and then the Hulk looks at it, interested. It cuts into another side as Johnny rides around the block. And the motorcycle roars as the Hulk sees what Ghost Rider is doing. Because then he drags the whole building behind him, dropping it on the Hulk. He brings the bike to a screeching halt as he turns to face him. "I did it." And then he hears something angry, something determined. The big green hand reaches out of the ground, grabbing the Ghost Rider and yanking him through the street into the subway. He holds the Ghost Rider up by both of his arms and he tells him, "Stay out of my way. This is none of your concern." The voice in Johnny's head tells him, "He's right, you know." And Johnny screams out, "Shut up!" referring to the voice in his head. But the Hulk, he didn't hear that voice. So he throws Ghost Rider into the sky. Before he gets high enough, he throws the chain back down, wrapping it around the Hulk's neck, stopping his ascent. Then he slams himself back onto the ground, hooked onto the Hulk. He rolls onto his back, realizing that he's holding the chain, and the voice asks him, "What's your plan now?" Johnny hops on his bike, realizing that he has to get the Hulk out of New York, and he hits top speed, pulling the Hulk by the chain. Once he feels it go taut, he realizes he has the Hulk, and he pulls him out of the ground. Except the Hulk tied the chain to a subway car, and the Ghost Rider's just been pulling that. The Ghost Rider realizes that he's been tricked, and he hears boom, boom, boom. And he looks around, and he can't see the Hulk, but he looks up. The Hulk is standing on his spaceship, looking down onto the streets, and he sees Ghost Rider. "You puny bug. Squash you like bug." The Hulk leaps off of the ship as Ghost Rider realizes what's coming. And then with a loud boom, the Hulk buries the Ghost Rider into the ground with the full force that he can deliver. Meanwhile, Doctor Strange and Iron Man are watching the battle, and Steven informs Tony that the Ghost Rider has just fallen. The Ghost Rider is a being of boundless power. He is godlike, except the human that he inhabits is like a safety to keep him in check. Steven sensed that Johnny was in control of the Ghost Rider, not the spirit of vengeance. Therefore, he was much weaker than he could have been. And then he sees something that causes him to panic. With the fall of Johnny, the safety's off. Tony asks, "Isn't that good?" And Steven tells him, "No." A spark ignites in the eye of the Ghost Rider, and boom! The entire ground erupts into a massive explosion, taking out multiple blocks of Brooklyn. The Hulk takes the blast to the face, and he stares at the center of it as the Ghost Rider rides again. He lands with another cracking thud, and his entire body is on fire. He is the true Ghost Rider, full of vengeance. The Hulk stares him down, and the Ghost Rider revs the bike. And the Hulk looks on him again. And with the bike idling, the Ghost Rider turns and leaves. Tony asks Steven what just happened as Steven tells Tony, "I expected the true Ghost Rider to leave, because the Ghost Rider only avenges the innocent, which we, Tony, are not." I hope you guys enjoyed that, because I can't wait to bring you the next part, when the Hulk goes to visit Professor Xavier and the X-Men. This did remind me of how powerful the original Ghost Rider really was, and we've gone ahead and downloaded some of the original Ghost Rider runs. So give this video a like and let me know in the comments down below if once World War Hulk is done, you want to see some classic Ghost Rider. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Comicstorian. Subscribe to this channel to get a World War Hulk video every week for the next month or so. And I'll see you next time right here at Comicstorian. Oh, and the rest of the Hulk videos will be right here, and all of the World War Hulk video playlist will be right here. Enjoy.